Hey Facebook, so I usually don't do this, but I have to do this. I always speak my mind. One of my dads is a Marine and the other one is a Mora, so I do speak my mind and I felt like I had to do it this way and I'm going to do it this way. I didn't want to write a post and I just felt like making a video, so I had to do this. Yesterday, I was at a wedding, a beautiful wedding. There was a guy there that asked me if I'm still joining the military. And I said, yeah, I am. And then he says, what branch? And I replied, Marines, of course. I always say that not as disrespect to any other branch. I say that because my dad's a Marine. I say that because I'm proud to be joining the Marines and the longest boot camp. I just love them and I've always been around them. I've been around them since I was 9 to last year. So I love them and that's what I want to do. That's why I say Marines, of course. It's never to be disrespectful to the Army, the National Guard, the Air Force. Never. That is never why I say that. So now that that's clear, he responded to me. His response to me was, F the Marines. Okay. For him to say that to me, I was in shock. I literally stopped and I told my best friend, if we weren't at your sister's wedding right now, he would get slapped because that's so disrespectful. So disrespectful. You're living in this country. You have food. You have a car. You went to school. You're living in this country and you're free to do whatever you want. You're not living in fear. And then you say F Marines. That's a problem for me because I've seen a lot of things. I've seen a minister come home who was a Marine and come to the church and set up boots and set up a gun and a helmet and his dog ties. Not one of those, but at least 4. Set them up and say, let's pray for these fallen Marines and their families because they didn't make it home. I've seen that. I've seen my family had to move from place to place because my dad has to leave, and my brothers and sister crying because they miss their dad. I've had Christmas with my dad on Skype. So for you to say F the Marines like it's nothing, or for anybody who's ever disrespected the Marine Corps, really, really bothered me. It made me so mad because it seems like people don't understand what they're doing. Everybody has their own reasons for joining the military, but I'm gonna let you guys know mine. I have 2 sisters and 2 brothers and a beautiful niece that I love with all my heart. I am willing to give my life for them. I want them to not live in fear. I will fight for them so that nothing like 9/11 will ever happen again. In our country where we live now, I will protect them. And I will fight for them because I love them. I have the right to go to church, and even though I'm not perfect, everybody knows that I'm not perfect. I love God with everything in me. I love Him so much, and I will do whatever it takes for people to come here to have religious freedom. There are people in Egypt who can't even say Jesus' name without Muslims attacking their building, and they have stupid tax. There's so much wrong in the world, dude, that I will fight for my country and what I believe and the rights that we have and the freedom that we have, so that we can all be okay and have this life that we have. Freedom isn't free, and that's why I'm joining the Marines. For me, when he said that, it was really like he stabbed me. It was just like a slap in the face, like everything that my dad done, like that my dad has done in Iraq and Afghanistan and in Africa. I don't know where he was in Africa, but he did something there. It was like, wow, you don't appreciate that? And it's just hard, and I had to say something because I had to tell this because it's wrong. I don't care what anybody says. It's wrong. If you have a problem with me saying that it's wrong and saying that was disrespectful, feel free to delete me off your Facebook. I have no problem with that. I This is how I feel, and don't ever tell me of the Marines or of any branch of the military for that matter, because they all help each other. There are people who in the Army, in the Air Force, in the Navy, and the Marines that have died for me, even before I was even born, who have died for this country. And I know it's like some things don't make sense. And I'm not saying there are crooked people in the government. Yes, we know that. But not all of them are bad. And not Marines aren't bad. If you have a problem with anything I say, I don't really care. This is how I feel. And yeah, I'm gonna be done with this video. But yeah.